Greetings to the HR of Magnet Brain. My name is Lahanshu Gupta. I have completed the assignment that has been assigned to me. That was to create a MERN project of task management system. So I will show the final video first, then I will explain how I made it, how I built it. So firstly, we have to log in using two. I will log in using two rules. Firstly is of admin and second is of user. We can. So there was various requirements such as first we could create a task that is, let's say a new task will be created by admin. Hire a full stack developer. Description can be Lavanshu would be a great fit for the role. Then we can give a due date, that is here. We can set priority low, medium, and high. We'll set high. Then we can assign it to various people. We will just assign it to one first. That's a task has been assigned, hire full stack developer. For the Umang, it will, or the user, it will show here, hire a full stack developer. Second was to show the task list. So all the tasks that have been assigned to the user will be shown here, and all the tasks that have been assigned by the admin will be shown here. We have to do I have done pagination and Ajax to so that only a specific number of tasks will be shown per page. Then third requirement was task detail to make a task detail page. So this is the task detail page that I have implemented. Then one was task editing. We can edit a task from here. Let's say by edit this task by 24, 25. A patch request will be sent, and as you can see, it has been updated. Then there was task deletion. Let's say we got to delete this task. It shows a pop-up or a dialog box, model box. If we delete it, it has been deleted. As you can see, the task has been deleted from here also. Then there was task status update. As you can see, it's in pending right now. We can set it to completed. And if we refresh it here, we can see that it has been completed. Then there was user authentication. I have done user authentication using token-based authentication and used local storage to store the token required for authentication. Then there was priority management. We can manage the priority by giving it low or high or medium. We can change it from here. Let's say we can do it to medium. I have used various filter methods to check what are in progress, what are the priorities. Let's say we want to filter all with medium priorities, as there are no with medium priorities. Let's say high priorities. We can see all the tasks that says high priorities. So all the requirements has been made. I have also deployed it on render. As you can see here, this is the site it's on deployed on. It has all the functionalities that I have shown there. Now, I will show you how I have built the project. So I have followed MVM architecture to build it. There are two directories, client and a server. Client is for all the front-end logic and server is for all for the back-end logic. I have used MongoDB to store the data. I have made two models, two schemas, such as task schema to store all the tasks. It will contain title, description, due date, priority, assignees, array containing all the assigned all the members it has been assigned to, all the users it has been assigned to, then assigned by admin. Then there is a user schema to store all the users. It will have name, email, password. I have hashed it a password using Bcrypto library. Then there is role. As you can see, this is the functions that will be used for encrypting the password, hashing the password. So it will be stored securely in our MongoDB database. Now I will show you. I have used context API for global state management. As you can see here, I have created a context. I have used token-based authentication and stored the token in local storage. So it has been stored in local storage here. The user has been stored in local storage. Whenever there is a login request, whenever a post request is made, and it will contain our email and the password to check whether the user is valid or not. I will show where I have done it in backend. As you can see, it will meet this route. The email and user password will be verified. If it's a valid user, then a token will be sent with it. I have used JSON web token to sign the token and to verify the token. In case of register, a new user will be made in MongoDB database, and similarly a token will be sent for him too. Then this is the function for signing the token. Coming back to auth context, if a user were to log out, we will set token null and set user request to null. It will delete the token and the user we have saved in our local storage. Now coming to the task list dashboard, yeah. I have created a dashboard page to show all the tasks that has been assigned to a particular user or the admin what task he has assigned. As you can see, I have created a query using use memo. Use memo is only recalculated when there is a change in this parameter array or this array. Otherwise, it doesn't recalculate when there is a re-render. So whenever our dashboard has been hit by this, firstly app.js, this is where the firstly the endpoint will be met. let's say there is a login request, it will be sent to login page. Whenever there is a slash, when this will meet route, I have implemented a protected route. Check if the user has been authenticated. If the user has been authenticated, it will show the dashboard or it will redirect it to login page. Then yeah, so whenever it has made the dashboard route, this particular page will be shown here. The query will be made from here, consisting of the page, what page will be shown, that is used for pagination, and the limit, that is how many pages to show, how many, sorry, tasks to show, was the state of we have made any filter or using status priority. Okay, then it's a use effect. Use effect is made so whenever the component will be mounted, it will automatically use this function fetch task to fetch all the tasks that has been assigned to the user. Then this is the task list. All the tasks will be shown here. It's a JSX component. As it was asked to make a function for update status. I have made a function for updating the status that takes the ID of that particular task and the status that should be updated. It should be updated to. Then I make a patch request to the our backend to modify the changes in that particular task in our MongoDB database. If you want to delete the task, it was set to have a particular pop-up or model box open before deleting it, confirming that should it be deleted or not. So I have used if not confirm to open a dialog box, model box. If we click OK on it, it makes a delete request to our backend to delete the request along with the token that we take it from the context API, create context. So this will be shown here. Then Then coming to our next component, it's a task details component as to how particular task will be shown. So it takes a props as a ID and then fetches the or makes a get request to get that particular task from our MongoDB database and use JSX to show it here on the place. Then there's a task details page and a task form page. First, we have a screen task form page. So it basically shows us a form as to where we have to fill various details such as title, description, due date, priority. Here it uses a use effect to load all the users that we can add, such as for assignees. Then I have save function which will make a patch request or a post request, such as I only made a single task form to both update a particular task and to create a task. So the method whether it will be post or patch will be decided whether we want to update a particular form or we want to create a particular task. So then we will use HTML CSS to I have used an HTML CSS to show it here. Then there's a task details page as it was a requirement to show details on a particular page. Then okay, so the front end logic is complete. I also created a route so that the admin can like add or delete users from the our task management system. Now in our backend, I have implemented various middleware such as require auth, which will authenticate every request we made. Firstly, we'll take a token from the header and verify it using JSON web token and gives us whether it's authorized or not. Then although yeah, then there I have used. Then coming to the how I have implemented pagination. So this is the particular logic that I have used to implement pagination. I have whenever the get request is met to this particular URL, that is just slash. The we take a we have as I have said that we have signed various parameters in the query, such as page limit, skip, status and priority for filtering and telling which page we are currently on. So we will have a page number, a limit. Skip means how many pages to skip on what page we currently are. Then if we will use a filter, we will have an object filter where different filters will be added, such as whether what was the status, low, medium, or high, or priority. Then we perform a populate functions we on the MongoDB database to convert the our. Then coming to our next component, it's a task details component as to how particular task will be shown. So it takes a props as a ID and then fetches the or makes a get request to get that particular task from our MongoDB database and use JSX to show it here on the place. Then there is a task details page and a task form page. First, we have a screen task form page. So it basically shows us a form as to where we have to fill various details such as title, description, due date, priority. Here it uses a use effect to load all the users that we can add, such as for assignees. Then I have save function which will make a patch request or a post request, such as I have only made a single task form to both update a particular task and to create a task. So the method whether it will be post or patch will be decided whether we want to update a particular form or we want to create a particular task. So then we will use HTML CSS to I have used an HTML CSS to show it here. Then There's a task details page as it was a requirement to show details on a particular page. Then, okay, so the front end logic is complete. I also created a route so that the admin can like create like add or delete users from the our task management system. Now in our backend, I have implemented various middleware such as require auth, which will authenticate every request you made. Firstly, we'll take a token from the header and verify it using JSON web token and gives us whether it is authorized or not. Then then to Then to do pagination, I have implemented here in task route, whenever this particular URL will be hit, we will be sending various query parameters such as page limit, skip, status, priority to know which page we are on, or what's the filter we have applied, such as whether we wanted low priority, high priority, or what's the status we wanted. So here, skip will be how many pages we have to skip. Filter will add filter with all the filters you have added, such as completed or pending or whatever. Then whenever this will be completed, we will oh, okay. So whenever this will be completed, I will search the MongoDB database with the filters we have applied here, such as here. Then populate assignees with name and email, and assigned by with name and email, and then sort the all the particular tasks, skip some tasks, and add a limit to actually telling how many tasks I want, and then I will send them in my response object. So we will use that particular response we get in our front end to display all the tasks. And yeah, that covers it up all.